Nvidia is trending amid reports that it may soon resume sales of its H20 AI chips to China, a development that could meaningfully boost its top line growth at a time when global demand for AI hardware remains insatiable. The H20 chip, which is part of Nvidia's modified AI accelerator lineup, designed to comply with US export restrictions, was initially delayed due to licensing hurdles and regulatory uncertainty. If shipments now resume, analysts say Nvidia could reclaim lost market share in China, its lucrative AI sector, where domestic firms have been scrambling for high performance chips to fuel large language models, cloud AI services, and advanced data centers. This news has ignited heated debate among traders and tech analysts alike. Bulls argue that renewed access to the Chinese market could add billions to Nvidia's quarterly revenue, especially given that China has historically accounted for a significant portion of its data center and AI chip sales. They also see this as a signal that trade restrictions might be softening or that regulators are allowing limited, controlled exports to keep diplomatic channels open while managing technological advantage. However, not everyone is convinced this is purely positive. Some market watchers point out that the move may not indicate an easing of geopolitical tensions, but rather a strategic workaround that was already expected. They argue that Nvidia and other US chip makers have a long history of modifying products to technically comply with evolving export rules, often just enough to maintain critical sales while avoiding direct conflict with regulators. Skeptics also highlight that resuming shipments doesn't entirely remove the overhang of US China tech tensions. Future restrictions could still disrupt supply chains or prompt China to accelerate efforts to develop domestic AI accelerators, increasing long term competition for Nvidia in one of its biggest overseas markets. Meanwhile, traders are closely watching whether this news is genuinely fundamental or if it's partly fueling a short term sentiment driven rally. Some speculate that the timing of the leak may coincide with Nvidia's need to maintain its lofty valuation amid concerns about how sustainable its explosive AI growth truly is. In online trading communities, investors are debating whether the resumed sales will meaningfully lift near term earnings or if the broader risk of escalating export controls remains a bigger factor for the stock's long term trajectory. Technical traders are watching key breakout levels as Nvidia's stock continues to test all time highs amid heavy options activity and increasing chatter about potential corrections or profit taking. All in all, the development underscores Nvidia's delicate balancing act, satisfying relentless AI demand while navigating the complex, shifting landscape of global tech regulations and geopolitical rivalries.
Yes, this is the 5 minute chart. We have the projections here. They're not in play at the moment, but we'll take them anyway. 172.5 to 179.88, 183.30, 185.40. It has printed 178.87. So one of those projections have already been tested. This is all time high. Yeah, that's an all time high. Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. I don't think we have seen anything higher than those projections. Those projections I mentioned now, 179.88 to 185.440. Yeah, we've not seen anything higher than 185.40. We could still try and calculate some, but to be honest, we haven't checked everything. Let's have a look at the 10 minute chart. 10 minute chart. We don't have. Let's see, 15 minutes. Let's see what. Okay. Uh, okay, we could still come back and let's look at the 45 minutes. Okay, 166.93. Let's see if we can. Yeah, this happen in this session. Let's see. Okay, we can use this. You can use this. We can use the 172 point 160 172.63, 172. 172, 172.63, and then we take this difference of 171.16. One seventy one, 172. I'm having, yeah, something wrong with the, let me see, 172. Okay, let's see, just be patient. 172.63. Yeah, 172.63. For some reason, I can't get this to work. 172, okay, 0.63. Okay, minus 171.1, minus 171 point. Okay, so we have 1.53 multiplied by 1.618. Add that to the current price of 171.64. We have 277. Okay, so we have new projections to 77.71. Let me confirm that again. 1.51 multiplied by 1.618. Add that to the current price of 171. No, yeah, this is, yeah. Once this is okay, let me do that again. 1.51 multiplied by 1.618. Yeah. We have 2.44. Add that to 171.64. We have 174. Sorry. Yeah, not 277. 174. Okay, we already have such a value. So we try again. 1.51 multiplied by 2.618. Add that to the current price of 171.64. We have 175. So I don't think we're going to get anything higher than 185. I don't think so. 1.51 minus 3.618. Add that to 171.64. No, we're not going to get. So these are the projections. We have 172.52 has actually printed that, met that already in this session. And then we have 179.88, 183.30, 185.40. So see what you make of Nvidia stock. I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.